How you guys and girls doing today? Tim918 here, and in this video we are reviewing some gameplay of when we got some kills but we made a dumb mistake and died for it. Let's get into it. What is going on, y'all? Like I always say, I appreciate and I love every single one of y'all that stop by and watch these videos. And if you enjoy this content, make sure to hit those buttons down below, like that like and that sub button, so that way it can make a brother nerd. But with that being said, y'all, let's get right into it. So, oh yeah, one more thing. I know that my camera looks like I've ascended. It is because I have. This is actually my spirit. I have died, and now I am in the 6th dimension. But with that being said, y'all, let's get right into it. What this series is when I go over gameplay. Sometimes I go over good kills when I get out and I extract and I talk about what I did good, and then sometimes I die a lot and then I go over what I did wrong, what we could have potentially did better, so that way if you fall into a situation like this, you can avoid the mistakes I made and become a better player. With that being said, let's get into the situation. As you can see right now, we are on customs. We are about to run into some fights. We're going to be going to old construction. I'm going to play the clip and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Scav to the right when you push through. Careful.
All right. Fuck that guy, I don't worry about him.
Tim, do you not see
See,
him?
I don't want.
He's
Where?
against
No,
that
what-
wall. By the shack. He was right there.
To
Yeah,
my
right
left?
There. Yeah, right, you're right there.
Yep. Good shit.
I think I dropped him, but
Yep,
I don't know how many there are. Doom said there was 2, right?
No, that was the dude. That was the dude. He pushed up.
Oh, there wasn't 2 over there?
No, there's 2, but that was the one I was calling you
I'm
out.
gonna keep pushing out.
Oh, gotcha, yeah. I'm gonna clear up top.
Oh, yo, bushes. Left side.
Yep.
You got
I
him.
killed one.
You have another dude.
Yep. Oh, no! What?
Nah.
What?
What?
Wait, why'd you stop shooting too?
All right, let's talk about that. So we start out right here, right? And then this is when my teammate calls out the first player. He said he was beside the wall, but maybe he had meant the other wall to my right. Now, this is the very first mistake we make right here, right? This guy comes around the corner just like this. Now, even though I got the kill because I was able to flick and acquire the target, the biggest mistake I had right here is number one, guessing where he was, which I thought he was to my left and he was actually to my right, and putting myself in a very, very narrow spot. So as we can see, when he's aiming at me right here, it doesn't look like much, but he has a lot of information on me. He knows that I'm in this blue bin and that I can only go to the left and the right of this blue bin. Like, I can't really strafe as much as he can or as well as he can. If I start shooting at him, he can easily go back over to his left or his right and get out of the spot. And if I start taking a lot of damage and I try to run away, he knows exactly where I can go. I can only go out the hole to my left or go to his right and meet him at this chain link fence. So this was the first mistake right here. Luckily, we were able to capitalize on it and get this guy with a quick headshot. But putting yourself in a narrow space like this, especially if you're not 100% sure where the enemy is, can definitely lead to instant death. It's easier for him to see me, I'm guessing, inside the bin than it is for me to see him on the outside, like depending if he had like a flashlight or a laser and the way that the lighting is based on the game. But it works out. We're able to snap to him and we're able to get that kill just fine. We're gonna wait a couple of seconds, of course. No, I'm damaged right here. I've gotten some, broken limbs and stuff like that. I'm really not tripping on that right now. I'm like, I know that there's a couple of more. My friend confirms that, there is another one, but, that was the one he had called out, the one that killed him. We are peeking like this. And see, we had made this mistake before. Now, this is another big mistake right here. We should have never attacked from this angle. This angle is way, 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 way too open. In all honesty, it would have been either me or my teammate right here that would have died first. It was just a matter of me being out of stem, so I couldn't catch up to him. I probably would have been right beside him. We both would have died. The best situation for us to do right here is to not go out into this open area, because there could be someone behind that bin. There could be someone in the blue bin with the barbed wire and someone in that corner like there was somebody in the bush. There are too many angles and it leaves you exposed. If we start getting shot at in the middle, and even if they're a shit shot, if they hit a couple of shots, we're dead. There's nowhere for us to go. So our best scenario right here, and like I said, we've done it several times, is we could have easily just went around. It honestly would have been safer to even go through the middle right here and to meet them halfway and be in the middle, so that way we could have some kind of cover behind the metal pipes or the debris or the little mini hills or rocks in here than it is to be out in the open. Or if we wanted to make the best decision, we could have went all the way to the right on the opposite side of that blue fence right there where that first guy, I mean the second guy that I was shooting at, ran to. But you know, my teammate gets instantly dropped. Someone's in the bushes, so we know that there's 3, right? We know that there's 3 so far. Well, right now we know that there's 2 because I didn't know that guy was in the corner. So we know that there's 1 in the bush, and now we know that there's 1 all the way back there. So after throwing a couple of grenades, we exchanged grenades, and I kill 1. I'm thinking, oh, okay, I've killed, you know, that one that was throwing grenades at me. That's when I peek up here, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I see that guy right here. You know, I stop AD strafing, trying to get a shot on him. We both exchange. I throw a grenade to pressure him so he doesn't try to push up or anything like that. Give me time to push up. And this right here, y'all, is the biggest mistake right here, right? So you get tunnel vision. You know, how many times do you get into a fight and you get tunnel vision? You're not even thinking about anything else. That was a very good spot that this guy to the left was in. I wasn't even thinking that someone could be right there, even be in the blue bin. I was completely focused on this guy because I knew that he was the closest to me and my biggest threat. So, you know, as I see him running back and forth, I hear him. And, you know, he goes behind that blue bin. I'm like, okay, I'm going to pursue. But I hear shots. And I think this is the guy I killed with the grenade. I'm not so sure. And I hear shots to my left. And that's when I turn. And I'm confused. I think this was desync. I really think that this was desync because I'm hearing the shots to my left. And I'm like, yo, wait, where the fuck is that? Because that's definitely inside the wall. Me and my teammates were like, wait, could that be on the outside? And I was like, no, that's definitely inside the wall. And that's definitely at me. So, you know, we hear that desync and we're like, what the fuck is going on? And then we turn around and here's this guy right here. Now, I'm shooting at him. Those first couple of shots right there, actually, like, it looked like it almost hit his head, but it didn't. It hit the thing. I'm hitting him in the chest, and it looks like I was dead as he was turning, you know? It looks like it was just desync right there. Like, I was probably dead on his screen. I was probably dead when he started shooting at me right here. This is when I heard the bullets. I was probably dead right here. But then, like, the server hadn't caught up or something yet. And then, like, yeah, he just turns, and then it was just so strange how I died right there. But you know, that the biggest lesson we can learn right there is to just always be sweeping the sector, man, and never assume. Like, even in situations like that, when we visibly see, like, you know, 2, 3, 4 people, it's really easy for you to get laser locked and focused on one specific person that's close to you and, like, disregard all of your surroundings or disregard certain parts of the map. You know, I couldn't think that anybody would be right there, but he was right there and we died for it. So that was the lesson to learn in this one, but we've got another scenario, number 2, baby. So this scenario, y'all, nothing too crazy. We're on labs. We're running. My friend actually has a blue key card, so we're about to head down to that location. We end up getting into a fight like I normally do. We're going to play this clip, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
Where?
I'm dead.
Where's... Oh, he was behind me. Directly behind me. I'm dead.
Okay, let's talk about that. Alrighty then, y'all. So nothing too crazy right here, right? Like I said, it wasn't anything too analytical, but it was just pretty much revisiting what we talked about in the last raid, but even more so, this is a much better example of that. So my teammate is getting shot at by somebody that's coming down the steps right here. You know, we're split up. I have my teammate that's directly behind me, and then I have the other teammate that's directly in front of me on the other side of this wall. He starts getting shot at by someone that's on the steps. What does my brain go to, and what does a lot of people's brains go to? And this is one of the things that you learn in Tarkov by, you know, getting killed by it, is we're thinking, my brain thinks, I need to get over there as fast as I possibly can. I'm not even thinking about where someone else could be or where someone else is. So my brain is like, I'm hearing shots this way, I'm gonna go this way. We never check this dome over here to our right. We're not even thinking about the dome. We're just like, oh, you know, we hear shots, let's just go over there and help my teammate. He just died. Maybe, you know, we can go over there and hurry up and get the kill. This guy right here, it was perfect because the way he broke it up is he probably heard both of us. That's my teammate right there. I know it's blurry, but that's my teammate right there, right? And then that's him. So he was very smart. He hid in that dome right there, and I wasn't on a painkiller, so my screen's going super blurry as I'm getting shot at, and he was able to dissect us perfectly. He starts shooting at me, and that gives him enough time to kill me before my teammate is even able to turn the corner and fight this guy. So, you know, he's right there and I'm confused, and that even confused me, and I hesitated for a second because I'm like, I thought that was my teammate. I was like, oh, my teammate's behind me, why is he shooting me? But no, didn't sweep the sector, y'all, didn't check the corner. So this was, like I said, nothing crazy, but this was just revisiting that lesson from that last raid, man. You know, always be sweeping your sectors. It's understandable if your teammate is still alive, and even then you should be checking your corners, but he was dead. You know, my teammate had called out, he had died from that guy. So at that point, it's like being full on aggro is smart, but you got to be checking your corners as well, man. Every single corner, every place that you think someone can hide at, you got to make sure to check it, because people would capitalize on it like that person did. So once again, it wasn't too, you know, crazy right there, but it was a good play by this dude. Alrighty then, y'all, and that is it for this video. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all think. I really enjoy doing these videos because I like showing y'all how to improve, man. You know, I like being able to show y'all exactly what you do right and what you do wrong. And, you know, we've all gone through that pain before in Tarkov when you get a lot of kills and you can't extract, man. Or you just make a dumb mistake and you know it was 110% your fault. And if you wouldn't have made that mistake, you would have gotten out with that loot. So, you know, it's really good to look back and watch your gameplay. It stings, it hurts to relive that memory again, but you know, it also helps you to break down and analyze exactly what you did wrong and to improve. And I feel like if you continuously watch your gameplay and you improve on what you're doing, you'll be you know, way ahead of people who don't watch their gameplay and improve or look to improve. But let me know, y'all, down in the comments what y'all thought, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Tips918 is out of here.